High atop a towering saguaro cactus, a secret cradle of life is outgrowing its nursery. These greater Roadrunner chicks are no longer helpless. Today, the scorching heat of the Arizona desert finally beckons them down. The mother makes the first leap, her feet striking the dusty earth with practiced ease. She turns back, emitting a series of low, rhythmic coos, a persistent maternal command for her young to join her in the scrub. Perched on the edge, the chicks hesitate. The desert floor is a foreign, intimidating frontier, but the mother's calls are relentless. One by one, with a flurry of underdeveloped wings and a series of clumsy, wobbling hops, they find their courage and tumble down. They land in the sand, shaky but upright. Infancy is over. Their true education is about to begin. Gathering her brood, the mother begins their trek into the heart of the wild, marking the end of their safety and the start of their life on the run. Survival here depends on a keen eye for movement. The mother leads her chicks toward a dense thicket, scanning every shadow for the slightest ripple in the sand. She is teaching them to hunt, a game of absolute patience and explosive speed. With a lightning strike, her dagger-like beak pins a lizard camouflaged against the bark. She brings the prize to her chicks for a vital demonstration. They watch with intense focus as she shows them how to tenderize and position the prey for swallowing. A frantic scramble ensues as the siblings compete for the protein-rich meal. They are learning the most basic rule of the scrub. If it moves and it's smaller than you, it's dinner. But the desert is a land of shadows that bite back. A coach whip snake emerges, 6 feet of lean muscle and deadly intent. For the chicks, this is their first encounter with a real, lethal predator. The mother bird doesn't flee. She steps into the ring. She flares her wings wide and low, creating a confusing target of feathers to draw the snake's fire away from her young. This is a lethal ballet where a single mistake could be fatal. She dances on the edge of disaster, using her own body as a shield. The snake strikes with terrifying force, but the Roadrunner is faster. She skips and weaves with the reflexes of a prize fighter, narrowly dodging every venomous lunge by mere inches. Her eyes never leave the predator, timing her movements to the millisecond, waiting for the serpent to tire. The opening appears. She snaps her vice-like beak onto the snake's skull and slams its head repeatedly against a flat rock. It is a brutal, rhythmic finish designed to break the serpent's spirit and its spine once and for all. With the threat neutralized, she calls her chicks to the classroom. They approach the fallen giant with caution, poking and prodding the scales to understand the texture of the enemy. By letting them interact with the kill, she is stripping away their fear and replacing it with a hunter's confidence. They take their time, inspecting the weight and the power of the beast. This is a vital milestone in their development, a transition from being the hunted to becoming the masters of the desert floor. They are learning that with enough speed and courage, even the most feared killers can be turned into a feast. A wild turkey hen sits diligently on her nest, but eventually, the midday heat forces her to seek water. Her departure creates a perfect window of opportunity that the Roadrunners, the desert's ultimate opportunists, are quick to exploit. The family moves in. Mother cracks the heavy shells with ease, offering her chicks a golden, high-calorie windfall. This is the ultimate heist, a superfood that will fuel their growth for the coming days. Every drop of the rich liquid is consumed as the chicks learn to seize every advantage the desert provides. They work quickly, instinctually knowing that their window of safety in the turkey's territory is closing by the second. The turkey mother returns to find her nest raided. Fueled by maternal rage, she charges at the intruders. She is 10 times the size of a roadrunner, a feathered tank intent on revenge. The family must move now, or face the consequences of her fury. Mother Roadrunner puts herself in the line of fire, distracting the giant bird to buy her chicks time to scatter. The tension peaks as a massive tom turkey arrives as backup, puffing his chest in a terrifying display of power. Outmatched and outsized by these giants, the mother maintains her composure, chirping commands to her brood to vanish into the deep scrub. She gives one final sharp signal, and the family vanishes into the creosote bushes. They have survived the day, ready to run again tomorrow.